Hello my fellow readers. Today I'm coming to you fresh-faced with no makeup except for lip gloss and wild hair because it's summer and I'm way too hot to do anything. Also, this is my funny little Pikachu that I made. This is my amigurumi giant Pikachu, and I just thought I'd share that because I mentioned how I do some crochet lately. And this is my Pikachu. I just finished his face. For a while I was just calling him No Face Chew, but I gave him a face yesterday and I'm kind of proud of him. He's very cute. Meanwhile, I'm going to be talking today about Bride of the Barrier Master Volume 2. This should be a pretty quick video because these volumes are super short. Again, the series is done by Koreha, who also did, oh my gosh, how do I say it? It's like the White Cat's Revenge as plotted from the Dragon Lord, something like that. Slap. It's the really long title, but it has the cute white cat in it with the little fairy creatures, which I really need to read more of that as well. But in Bride of the Barrier Master, we continue to follow along with the marriage plot slash family interactions. So as this says, Hana held up her end of the deal and is ready to follow through with the plan. Get married, repair the barrier, get divorced, and cash in on a big payday. However, Saku has caught feelings for Hana, and he deviously, there we go, for a minute there I was like, what word is that? Deviously changed the terms of their contract. He's not letting her divorce him that easily, as he's on a mission to persuade her to reciprocate his feelings. While Hana is trying to dodge his steamy advances, trouble rears its ugly head. Twins from Neojuin, I think it's Neojuin clan turn up and make it incredibly hard for Hana to lay low at school. Things with her own twin, Husky, are as tense as ever, and to top it all off, terrorists are wreaking absolute havoc, and Hana may have to reveal her power in order to stop them. This one, there is always like the background relationship between her and Saku, but this one is definitely more about her and Hazuki and sibling relationships in general, because outside of her and Hazuki, you also have these two twins, and it's sort of her seeing their relationship parallels her and Hazuki and how she would like to do things. She's also approached by one of the maids from the family home who kind of begs her to help Hazuki and is telling her that she's not really her enemy, and that most of what happened in the past was due to Hazuki trying to keep the attention of her parents away from Hana so that Hana could have that freedom. Like, it's a very twisty kind of relationship, and her or their parents don't really help with anything. Or don't help to heal the relationship. I don't know how to say that properly, but like her parents, the way they treat the kids has impacted how the kids' relationships with one another, because don't forget they also have a brother, and I haven't decided how I feel about the brother yet because he is still like on the outskirts. From what we know from like volume 1, I'm not a huge fan of his, but you know, who knows, maybe he'll have kind of a redemption arc, which really Hazuki kind of gets in this. This starts with a theft that occurs in one of Saku's family's temples, sacred areas, I don't remember what they call it, but a bunch of the oh my gosh, what are they called, the the papers, I know I don't remember, but a bunch of like the sacred papers where they would have their seals, sacred seals, there we go. A bunch of their sacred seals are stolen right in the beginning of the story, and then that sets off the rest of it, because it's trying to figure out who stole the seals and what they're trying to do with them, and they are highly, highly dangerous. And so that's all part of it, and then the twins come into play. But then, of course, in the whole background as well, it's Hazuki and her sister, and it kind of all comes to a boil when Hana does essentially have to make the decision about whether to reveal herself and her powers, or continue hiding and pretending like she doesn't have the ability that she has. And of course, with the whole twins that are in this one, they are, I believe it's a brother-sister duo, but the sister in the duo does not think that Hana is good enough for Saku, and essentially wants to take Saku for herself. So it's also like Hana even though even though Hana does protest too much and will like make sure that Saku can't get too far, as we say, she's also immensely attracted to Saku and likes him a lot. So even though to a degree she's kind of like, I don't care, you can try to steal him from me, at the same time there is like that jealousy there too, where she does kind of want to still keep Saku to herself. And I don't know, I like that whole like twisty relationship there. I know eventually they're going to be together. At this point they are still very snipey. I mean, Saku's not. He is obviously heavily handedly trying to influence her to just have a full out marriage and relationship. And she is just like, no, Saku. She only lets him get so far and then like will whack him more. Have her Shikigami take care of it. And I don't know. This one, again, it's very light and quick, so there's not too much that I can say. Like, there's not too far into it. I mean, that is essentially it. It's just trying to weave out who stole the seals. Once they, of course, start to get action from the party that stole the seals, it's how to get everything back in order without the whole world exploding. And of course, to Hana, it's also like, how do I do this without revealing myself? And can she? Spoiler alert, she can't. And then if she can't conceal herself and her powers in order to help everybody, what is the empowerment for her in admitting who she really is and the powers that she actually has? And there is a bit of empowerment there, because it's kind of like Hana finally coming to terms with herself and her power, and also, yes, I have this, but guess what? This is now my life. I'm married, and I don't want people treating me any differently than when they thought I didn't have power, because that's disrespectful. That is showing that you are thinking less of people, you're making assumptions of people, which I think is an amazing message. I think it is a whole message of maybe not judging people based on things that you perceive, and that maybe there's more to people than what you're perceiving. And I enjoy that about this. This, of course, did not take very long to get through. I still love her Shikigami. I think they're amazing, especially her little dog who's in the cover here with them, who was actually a god, but is now agreed to be her Shikigami. And I love all of them. Like, you see her Shikigami coming and protecting her from Saku and saying to keep his pervy hands off of her. And I don't know, they're all such great characters, and I enjoy them very much. And I think that the more that the world gets built out, the more that you see, like, maybe why her power revealed itself slowly to her instead of, like, coming all at once when they were trying to judge her power and use her as a tool. Like, maybe there were other reasons why that didn't occur. And I don't know, I do like this one. I like that it's more of a lighter read, and there's a lot of humor. Even if sometimes, like, Saku drives me a little bit crazy with his advances, at the same time Hana drives me crazy because I'm just like, you want to give in to those advances. It's still a very, like, cute romance, and I like that part very much. I am interested to see what will come of Hazuki. There is a big confrontation that occurs in this volume that I enjoyed. So I'm not giving away all of the details, even though I admitted some of the stuff that's going to happen. And I apologize, but I had to talk about it because I think it impacts the whole universe of this series in general. And again, I don't know how long this series is going to be. I mean, it could end up just a short series, or it could end up really, really long. I have not looked into how long it is. I still think in the back of my mind about how long Sugar Apple Fairy Tale is, and I'm like, wow, I would have not seen that coming. So I'm not sure how long this is going to go on for, but so far I enjoy it. Again, it's a quick, light read. There's a lot of humor in here. There is, of course, a lot of action as well, because they are consistently battling the spiritual forces and the enemies that are kind of going up against Saku and his kingdom. I don't know, what else? I love, of course, the family relationship in there. I like family stories, so I like seeing Hana's story and now, like, Hana's interaction with Hazuki. I really enjoy that, and I hope we're going to see more of that as the series go on, and maybe see Hazuki develop herself more as a character. And, you know, up until this point, which isn't a lot because there was only volume 1 and this is only book 2, you did sort of question Husky and the decisions that Husky was making. And I think now we're at a level where we might understand her motives a little bit more, but also I think it'll be enjoyable to see what choices she makes and how she maybe battles or what happens in her life. And I'm in for it. I think it'll be good. Let's see. This was only 156 pages. I mean, this is a very light read. I probably finished this in like 2 days at most, and it was enjoyable. I would highly recommend this one, and I'd say give it a try if you are into reading light novels, or even if you're not and you're looking for a good light novel that's really quick, you know, Bride of the Barrier Master. It's a lot of fun. That's it for this video. Until next time, bye!